This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. A statue of Spanish colonizer Juan de Oñate was removed in northern New Mexico hours before a planned protest. But that didn't stop members of grassroots Native groups and their allies from demonstrating off State Road 68 north of the city of Española and surrounding Pueblo communities.
We don't have to stare at Oñate!
Members of the Red Nation and Three Sisters Collective demonstrated outside the monument's wall, calling for its permanent removal as county officials decide the statue's fate. Speakers used a megaphone to talk about the monument sitting on traditional Pueblo homelands and recounted the atrocities the conquistador committed against Pueblo people.
The Pueblo Revolt and everyday Pueblo resistance is the reason Pueblo people are still here, because resistance is traditional.
The group then crossed gates onto the grounds where the statue stood as deputies watched nearby. Demonstrators climbed on the monument mound, sang a hand drum song, and red paint was hand-printed on the plaque over Oñate's name. Jennifer Marley has long been involved with the Red Nation.
You know, it's not a protest, it's a celebration, and it's also a chance to inform our people about this history and to remind people that the struggle is not over, that this is one of many victories that we will continue to have, and that the work continues and we must go on.
The Red Nation has advocated for the removal of names and symbols of Spanish conquistadors around New Mexico. The group was instrumental in the University of New Mexico's seal change, which depicted a conquistador and frontiersman. They also led the way in ending pageantry depicting the re-entry of a conquistador in Santa Fe. Monday's event drew some opposition as shouts could be heard from cars, a few voices expressing differing views from the crowd, and one sign across the street read "All Lives Matter," a slogan which has been associated with criticism of the Black Lives Matter movement. Meanwhile, in Albuquerque, a shooting occurred at a demonstration Monday night as people called for the removal of a statue. Police are investigating and reported early Tuesday morning one person was in critical condition. More demonstrations are being planned, including one in Santa Fe. The White Mountain Apache Tribe in Arizona is increasing safety measures after a rise in positive COVID-19 cases. Christine Trudeau reports.
The White Mountain Apache Tribe reached 1,259 reported positive COVID-19 cases, which, according to Tribal Chairwoman Gwendina Lee Gatewood, is likely due to an increase in testing and contact tracing. The tribe is on stay-at-home orders with an 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew and is closed to non-tribal citizens and tribal members not living on the reservation. Recently, the council passed a measure that anyone found in violation of safety restrictions would be ineligible for a $1,200 emergency relief payment from the tribe. Safety restriction measures are crucial to protect elders, says Chairwoman Lee Gatewood, as they are the most vulnerable to the virus.
We will never in our lifetime hear of an actual oral history of, I lived in a wickiup, I had to ride a horse to town because we had no car. We traveled in a wagon. We hiked on foot. Those types of stories, we're not going to hear that anymore. And the language, they know the tradition, culture, heritage, the importance of who we are.
The tribe will use one of their hotels as a quarantine isolation site and plan to purchase additional modular units for quarantine housing. They are in need of item donations like face masks, hand sanitizer, and cleaning supplies for quarantined homes. I'm Christine Trudeau.
I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced by Koahnic Broadcast Corporation with funding by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Support by Mitchell Hamlin School of Law in St. Paul, Minnesota. You can earn your JD and specialize in Indian law in a way that fits your life. There are full-time and part-time options both on campus and online. More at mitchellhamlin.edu.
Support by Ramona Farms, offering wholesome and delicious foods from our heirloom crops as our contribution to a better diet for the benefit of all people. We are honored to share our centuries-old farming and culinary traditions online at ramonafarms.com.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.